Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Erin Bies. I am a wife. I am a mom of two. I'm a military veteran and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out of it, and now here we are on a YouTube channel. How crazy is that? If you are brand new to my channel, hello, thank you so much for being here. I would love to have you subscribe. I would love for you to drop comments. I would love to get to earn, let me just say it that way. I would love to earn a thumbs up for this video amongst others. You can check out my anti-MLM content. You can check out, I've got a human design video up. There's going to be more coming, but I'm grateful you're here. So stick around. And if you are somebody that's already subscribed and have been here for a while, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. It means a ton to me. I love the interaction within the community that we are building together. I love responding back to you guys and commenting back and answering your questions and just creating this community. I do want to say that anything that I talk about on this video, anything in any videos on my channel in general, they are based on my opinion. It is based on my experience and it is a part of my story. And the whole point in me doing a video like this is because I wish that I had a resource or a tool or just somebody that could guide me before I joined an MLM in 2007. Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful for the experience. I'm grateful for all the lessons learned and the actual friends that I have from my time in an MLM. But I think that if I had had a resource like this and it got me to just look at both sides, I'm not so sure I would have joined an MLM, but this was not something that was discussed in 2007. I didn't think to look at the Better Business Bureau website. I didn't think to, well, let's look at the cons of this. Like you look at the pros and cons of any situation. And so that essentially is my intention for this video, is to take a look at the company, to take a look at Pruvit, to take a look at just the various pieces. We're going to cover the history. We're going to talk about some of the products. We are going to talk about, I'm scrolling through my notes. If you see me like reading, it's because I have to have notes to stay on track. Okay. If you've known me for a while, you know that's accurate. We're going to talk about the comp plan. We're going to talk about the Better Business Bureau ratings, Lord. And then we're also going to talk about the income disclosure based off of 2020. So if you are in, give me a big thumbs up. And as we're going through this video, or you're going through this video, feel free to leave me a comment, ask the questions. Again, I love the interaction. So let's just go ahead and dive on in to this Pruvit deep dive. So let's talk about the history. So I did some research because I had never done research before I had joined Pruvit, although I think it's kind of important. And in 2013, there's a company called Access Global. They approached another MLM called Forever Green. They wanted to collaborate and develop a ketone product called Ketone X. They researched, they spent money, they developed and tested a product, but they had a hard time getting it to the market. So they had a hard time with the marketing aspect of it. And this is where Forever Green actually introduced this idea, this concept, this product. And by the way, the CEO of Forever Green, his name is Ron Williams. He introduced this to Terry LaCour. Terry LaCour he owns the, I don't know if it's BHIP or BHIP Global, and it's a global marketing company. Terry owns Pruvit. And so Ron said, hey, Terry, check this out. Like, let's do this. And basically what he wanted to do was to use like the marketing aspect of Terry's company, but only wanted Terry to market that in China, and then Forever Green would distribute this product to the rest of the world. They both started to test different products and flavors and different things like that to create something, but even back then, they knew that there was gastrointestinal problems. And by the way, there are a lot of people that have had that same kind of experience with Keto Max and Keto Nat. And again, this is just based on my opinion, but if you have had that, just like let me know in the comments. Okay. So in 2014, in October of 2014, Terry introduced Access Global to Brian Underwood. Brian is the CEO of Pruvit Ventures. This is where they started to discuss licensing agreements. They wanted to patent the formula, which they have done. And Pruvit was essentially created in 2015. They were incorporated in 2018. And I don't have the year on this, but essentially Pruvit, Access Global, and the University of Southern Florida sued Forever Green. So December 31st, 2014, Access Global and Pruvit signed a non-exclusive sub-license agreement that included using a 420 USF patent, University of Southern Florida patent. Pruvit would be required to get their approval of the contract because they are the owners of the patent and they had to get liability insurance. And in this court case, Forever Green was basically saying, hey, you didn't do this. You didn't uphold your end of the bargain. And Pruvit decided to sue them and say, okay, you're not going to interfere is essentially what happened. The judge denied, Pruvit won because Forever Green couldn't prove any of their claims. Here's my interpretation of that. Okay. I think what happened was you have Access Global that had this ketone technology product that they wanted to create. They had an idea of how they wanted to do it. Then there are two MLM companies that were involved. You have Forever Green and you have Pruvit that was created out of this. And Forever Green, and this is just based on my opinion, looking at their website and looking at what they do, I don't think that marketing is their jam. Whereas I can see Pruvit, especially with some of the people that are involved with Pruvit, having one leg up when it comes to marketing. And so I think both of those MLMs were kind of fighting over who was going to get it out first. And Pruvit happened to get it out first, right? And so this is just my opinion. I don't agree with the MLM model in any company, just to be clear. I think that they victimize lots of people in MLM, and I think it's an unethical business practice. That's just my opinion. And they only reward the top 1%. So that's how I feel about that. They did settle in December 17th, 2019. Pruvit did retain the rights to sell ketones using the MLM model and the rights to the license and the sub-license through the University of Southern Florida's Research Foundation. Okay, now that we've talked about that, that's how Pruvit started. That's how ketones, as far as having an MLM product, that's where it came from. What I find really interesting is they settled in 2019, the end of 2019. But I remember in October, and I have the information. And by the way, all sources are going to be linked in the video description of this. October 29th, 2018, Pruvit released a new formula. They went from Keto Max to Keto Nat. I was there at the event when it happened, and I remember them talking about, we're going to a naturally fermented ketone, which essentially we were being told was going to make it easier for your body to absorb the ketones. But we weren't really told, well, why are we changing this all of a sudden? It was just kind of selling us on the new technology. Again, in my opinion, this is based off of my experience. But part of me can't help but wonder, well, if they were going through this lawsuit, if they were suing Forever Green, they probably wanted to get away from being associated with Forever Green. Could that be the reason why they changed the formula? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I found that to be kind of interesting. I know that there's some gap in between the time frame, but just kind of a thought that I had. Let me know what you guys think. But this is, again, what I uncovered in my research. So although this is what I have now, I'm sure that there will be more to come. So now let's talk about some of the products. Pruvit has a bunch of ketone or ketosis supporting products. There's NAT, which is their exogenous ketones. It comes in a box of 20 packets for $130. These are all US pricing. They have a reboot kit, which is a 60-hour fast, even though you're not supposed to explain it as a fast, but it is a fast. I don't know. That's $79. Actually, I think it's $99. And I'll talk about that here in a second. They have a 10-day challenge that comes with 20 packets of ketones. Again, that's $130. It's like 5 different flavors. You don't get to pick what flavors. They just kind of come with whatever. I have some trauma from that because they used to give us like the Swiss cacao, which is, in my opinion, not a very good flavor. Oh, excuse me. The reboot kit is $94. I read that totally. I read my own notes wrong, you guys. Good Lord. They do have a smart ship program where you can save 22% off of all of these products. But in my opinion, based off of my research, when you have an MLM company and the products are super expensive, like think about this, a 60-hour reboot kit that is $79. So you're paying $79 for a 60-hour fast that includes, keto nat and bone broth and electrolytes and different things like that. That seems pretty pricey, just in my opinion. And they have this smart ship where you have a monthly order every single month. I'm sure all of us are familiar with that. And it's discounted at 22%. But in my experience and through my research, what I've discovered is that the reason that some of these items are so high priced is because the extra, the overage, if you will, actually goes to pay for the promoter's commission. And also a lot of those recruiting bonuses that we're going to talk about here in a second. So that's why it's so high priced. And in my research, I have found that is the case in pretty much all MLMs. So let me know if that has been your experience too. If you think that, or if you have questions about that, let me know. But I think that their number one selling product is the opportunity that they sell, the recruiting. And we're going to talk about that here. So let's talk about the comp plan. I've talked about this in other videos. I've done the math. I was a promoter for, I don't know, almost 3 years. Almost 4 years. There it is. I had to think about that for a second. When you have a customer that is on a smart ship, they're getting a discount, which means you're getting less volume, which means you're getting less commission. So on a smart ship customer that orders one single box of Keto Nat, you're going to earn $10. And when you have a brand new customer that has not, their smart ship order for the following month has not processed, you're going to earn $16 when there isn't a sale. So if there's a sale or something like that, that's going to definitely impact your volume. It's going to definitely impact the income that they say that you can make. Let me just say this too. I was one of those that was making an income. I talked about this in my Pruvit video, which I will link. I will link somewhere up in here. I was somebody that was making money, but I couldn't get our team to make income like what I was doing. I was teaching them exactly what I was doing, and that duplication wasn't happening. And it didn't matter what I did. And what I realized was it was the business model that was broken. And it was designed to only reward the top 1%. I was the top 1% within my little pyramid that I was creating within our organization. And in fact, according to their income disclosure, I was in the top, I think it was 0.38 or 0.39%. I think it's 0.38, 38% of the company. It blows my mind, because when I'm looking at these numbers and when I'm looking at the amount of effort and time and energy that it took to help somebody, or what I thought was helping somebody get these products in their hand, it is so frustrating because, you're putting up a post and you are, sharing a trauma, or you are telling your story, or you're showing an uncomfortable picture of yourself and how this product has helped you. And then you're looking at the people that are liking and commenting, and you're sending them all the same script. And it's typically something like, hey, so-and-so, thank you so much for the support on my post. Have you heard of Keto Nat? And then there's this whole scripted thing that comes from it. I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but I feel like it's important that you guys know this because you're going to see this, right? So anyways, the amount of time and energy to make $10 or $16 on a single box, it's not even going to last your customer a month. I think that was probably one of the top questions that I used to get asked. Well, it's 20 packets. That's not even going to last me a month. So I'm going to have to get 2 boxes. I'm going to have to get 2 boxes and spend $260 a month, in order to get started, in order to have more energy or focus. And, most people come to this because keto is all about weight loss and fat loss. But then we were coached to, we got to talk about fat loss. You can't say weight loss because, that is a medical claim or whatnot, or a health claim. So anyways, I went off on a tangent, but that part is really frustrating. It's still frustrating for me to see, even though it's here in black and white. But anyways, let's talk about the Fast Start program. Just like any other MLM, they have a Fast Start program, which is designed to help you get your first customers. And the reason that they want you to do that is because if you make your first dollar in MLM, I heard this at a training event once, if you can help them make just $1, they will stick around longer. $1. So you're joining and you're buying however much in products. But if you can earn $1, you're going to stay. I just think that reasoning is ridiculous. But anyways, so there's 3 levels to their fart. Yes, I just said fart on a YouTube video. Hello. Anyways, there's 3 levels on their Fast Start program: Go Pro, Go MVP, Go All Star. Go Pro is where within a calendar month, you get 2 new customers and at least 13 boxes of Nat sold. And by the way, we're going to talk about the script that they use in order to do that, because 13 boxes with at least 2 customers, they make it sound so easy. But what customer do you know that I'm not even going to do the math, $130 times 13 boxes. Just do that math. It doesn't make sense. One of those new customers, by the way, could be a ghost account. So you could sign up, your dog, your cat, and order ketones. So you've just probably bought some sort of a kit to sign up as a promoter, plus the $49 fee. Now you're ordering more ketones under a ghost account, but yay, it counts towards your new customer. You got a new customer. Woo! Now you just need to get however many more boxes of Nat. And when you do that in a calendar month, 2 customers, at least 13 boxes, it's a $250 bonus. Go MVP is double that. So at least 4 customers, 26 boxes of Nat, you get another $500 bonus. The thing that, since I have left MLM after 13 and a half years, I know you guys are probably sick of hearing that, but I'm still trying to process and I'm still trying to heal everything. When you look at the differences in the rewards for customers and the rewards for recruiting, I think that it is so clear what they prefer. They're going to reward in a really big way what they want. And what they want in any company, in my opinion, is they want new distributors. They want people that are buying the kit, that are creating the ghost accounts, that are doing all of these things and have a smart chip on multiple accounts that they're all paying for. It's just they're bleeding money out. And when you start to see that, I think that's when things it just becomes real. I don't know how else to explain that. So the 3rd level is called Go All Star. It's when you recruit 5 people within your first 120 days. They all hit the 2nd level. So Go MVP for a $1,000 bonus. Plus you get a $50 cash bonus per person. I think that because I was taught this when I was a part of Pruvit, that this Go MVP is what they say is the core rank, or is if you can replicate Go MVP, it'll take you to the very top of the company. It'll take you all the way to legend. And they make it seem so easy. And honestly, you guys, in my opinion, it is not easy. There are so many different factors. I think it's easy if you have a large following on social media. I think it's easy if you have had some sort of like weight loss surgery or something like that. Like you have pictures where you used to weigh a lot and now you don't. And you can kind of link that to, oh, I've been drinking these products for however many months. We can spin that story because that's definitely what happens in any multi-level marketing company, and then you use that to recruit. And I just think the whole thing is so gross and so grimy. And I did it, you guys. I did it. I would take pictures of my heaviest weight, and you can see it in some of my past posts that I'm going to talk about in future videos. I took pictures of my heaviest at my heaviest point, and here we've fast forwarded, and maybe for me, I had just gone keto. I was losing a bunch of weight because of eating the keto diet. I was also starting to work out. And then on top of that, I was drinking ketones. So how can I sit here and say, oh, well, it's the ketones that are working when I'm now working out and I'm also changing my diet? So they're using that. And I did too. Like, I'm going to take ownership, which is why I'm doing this entire video. So that I could get those likes and those comments, so that I could get in the inbox and I could use the scripts. And typically the way that they use these scripts, just so you guys can kind of keep an eye out, if you will. If you like or you comment on somebody's weight loss story that is essentially in Pruvit, you're going to get a message, and they're probably going to thank you for liking their post. And then they're going to say, have you heard of Keto Nat? And then you're going to say something like, well, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. And they're going to say, oh, can I tag you in a quick video? They're going to tag you in a quick video. They're going to add you to the group. They're going to tag you in the video. And then they're going to follow up a few minutes later and say, what was your favorite part of the video? And then you're going to ask your questions. They're going to answer your questions, and they're going to say, ready to get started, or something along those lines. And then you're going to say, well, yeah, but what does it cost? And they're going to say, well, the most successful people start with a box of keto cream and 1 to 3 boxes of keto now. Would you like me to set up a shopping cart to make it easy? That is how these scripts work. Those are the scripts that they are using. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Those are the scripts that they're using. And so then maybe you start asking questions. Well, maybe it's cheaper if I sign up as a distributor, like a lot of people do in multi-level marketing. And then they're adding you to another group. They're tagging you in another video that is somebody explaining their why and all of this stuff. And you guys, it is so grimy. And I apologize that I was ever a part of it. Anyways, let's get back to the whole purpose of this video. Then so that's the Fast Start program. Then you have the MVP multiplier, which is something you can do every single month. And it's basically go MVP every single month. You get a $250 bonus the first month that you do it. The next consecutive, so if you do it again, the second month, you get another $250 bonus. Do it again the third month, and it's a $750 bonus. I think, in my opinion, I think that they are doing this because they are trying to get away from looking like a pyramid scheme. I think they're trying to say, well, these are the customers. These are, we have a lot of customers. I said it too, but I also know that I had ghost accounts. I also know that other people that are in the top in the company have ghost accounts. Their spouses signed up, their kids are signed up. Are those really customers? Or is it just kind of a loophole in the policies and procedures? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. All right. So now let's talk about the Better Business Bureau ratings. Good Lord, I cannot get that out. So there's a couple things that have come up on the Better Business Bureau website. I'm going to have to say that really slow each time I say it. So from here on out, we're going to just call it Triple B. Okay, good. On August 31st, 2018, Triple B notified Pruvit Ventures about a concerning pattern in consumer complaints regarding the company's marketplace practices. Specifically, Triple B identified patterns of allegations that the company, 1, unreasonably delays processing and or honoring its refund policy, 2, unauthorized creation of accounts and enrollment of consumers with the unauthorized sale of products and billing in association with unauthorized enrollment, and or, this is a mouthful. 3, lack of clear terms and conditions regarding the auto renew, aka the smart ship policy. Triple B requested the company's voluntary cooperation in eliminating the identified pattern in consumer complaints. So people were complaining that it was hard to return the products, cancel the smart ship. Yeah, so I think that's all related because it's unauthorized sale of products and billing. So I think what that means is people at that time were signing up people and setting them up for a smart ship without telling them, and they were going to the Better Business Bureau and saying, hey, I'm trying to return this. They're not being real clear on how I can return it. I didn't sign up for a smart ship, and that's kind of where this came from. As of February 20th, 2020, the business has communicated steps to address the patterns of complaints identified by Triple B and appears to have successfully eliminated the pattern of complaints regarding the unauthorized creation of accounts and confusion over their auto renew negative option policy. So they cleared up how to cancel your smart ship. Triple B continues to receive, however, a significant number of complaints regarding unreasonable delays or difficulty in processing and or honoring refund requests. The business outlined the following strategies they have implemented to combat these complaints. So these are the suggestions that Triple B said to Pruvit, hey, you might consider this. Increase the number of customer support staff, including those capable of providing support to international clients. Another suggestion is assigning a member of their legal department to review and respond to all Triple B complaints. Lastly, clarified return policy procedures so customers have clear instructions for how to return products. Triple B will continue to monitor the business over the next several months to determine if the action plan provided is successful at eliminating this remaining concern. So that was from February 20th, 2020. And now we have on April 24th, 2020, the FTC sent Pruvit Ventures a warning letter regarding health and earnings claims related to coronavirus. The FTC's letter tells the company to immediately stop their distributors from telling people that they're likely to get rich by investing in the business. They also demand the company immediately stop all claims that their products can treat or prevent COVID, as there's no evidence of scientific testing supporting claims that those products can help prevent or treat the disease. Some examples of coronavirus prevention or treatment claims made by Pruvit participants or representatives, this is a lot, include, oh God, this is bad. Got the coronavirus heebie-jeebies? Boost your immunity with this amazing deal. The image accompanying the post shows Pruvit products beneath the phrase Immunity Boost Pack. I remember this. I remember when all of this was going down. With all the concerns over COVID-19 coronavirus, instead of stockpiling toilet paper, you need to do something to help you fight the virus. And listen, I realize that this is all from 2020. I'm just reading from the Triple B website. Boost your immune system with our Immunity Boost Pack. Use intermittent fasting in conjunction with our ketones, Signal OS caps, and MCT 143. Order while supplies last. Oh, I hate when they say that. I hate when they say that. You know they're probably not going to run out. Oh, look, the sale is extended. Oh, look, the sale is extended. Why do MLM companies do that? Order while supplies last. Hashtag immune support. Hashtag immune system. Hashtag immune boost. Hashtag coronavirus. Hashtag COVID-19. The image accompanying the post shows Pruvit products beneath the phrase Immunity Boost Pack. An example of earnings claims made by Pruvit participants or representatives include a video titled How to Make Money from Home with the new Pruvit promo with the statement, I can tell you that there's thousands of people that are out of work right now. They're all looking for a way to go earn money. This is a great stimulus package. Oh my God. Because you get to teach somebody how to go earn $1,730 literally in their first 10 days in business. Ooh, yeah, I bet the FTC did not like that. In letters alleging unsubstantiated health claims, the FTC states that one or more of the claims made by the companies are unsubstantiated because they are not supported by scientific evidence and therefore violate the FTC Act. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this. You guys can go. Again, all sources are going to be linked in the video description. But I think that it's important when you are looking to work with any company to look at some of this stuff. And again, the whole intention of this video is I wish that somebody would have said to me, hey, have you ever thought about looking this up? Have you ever thought about maybe looking at talking to people that have been a part of the company or that have worked with the company? Like, we ask for referrals and stuff in any other company, but we don't do it typically with MLMs. And I don't understand that. So again, that is the intention of this video. They give a couple links on this site that talk about the FTC's press release and also the letter that they sent to Pruvit. Again, this is back in 2020. But what I really want to talk about on the Better Business Bureau's website is that the Pruvit is rated at a B-, and I'm sure that there is massive changes since they have resolved some of the stuff that was going on. But the customer reviews, according to the Better Business Bureau, is 1.87 out of 5 stars. Okay, that's not the greatest. I will say that there are only 23 reviews, but if you look at those 20, I cannot speak today. Hi. I'm back. But if you look at those reviews, there's going to be a lot of the same kind of complaints. A lot of it is still about not being able to return products, not hearing back from customer service. I will tell you, that is something that was so frustrating for me as a promoter and for my customers. Was there is no call-in customer service number. And I get it. I understand like the concept of it when it comes to a business. You're trying to keep costs down. And so the only way that you can contact customer service is through email. So you have to wait. Like if you are emailing them on the weekend, you're probably not going to hear from them until Tuesday or Wednesday of the following week. That's really frustrating when you, just like some of the reviews said earlier, if you had a smart ship that you didn't know you were signed up for, and then all of a sudden you have this charge for something that you didn't authorize, or you feel like I don't remember us talking about that. And then you have to wait several days in order to find out how to send it back and how you can get a refund and how long that refund takes. I think that's pretty frustrating. It would be much easier to have some kind of a number to call, and having to explain that over and over again to customers and to other promoters was really, really frustrating. So if you look at that, you can check it out. Again, the link is in the video description, but there is definitely a very clear pattern when it comes to those 23 reviews. And some of those I'm sure have been cleaned up by Pruvit as well. So that's just my opinion on the customer service situation. I mean, when I resigned, I think it took several days for them to get back to me when I just wanted to be able to log in and click delete, which I think you used to be able to do. You used to be able to log into the back office and click delete, but now you have to email customer service in order for you to cancel your promotership. And then it takes a couple days, and then they send you this warning letter, you can't join another MLM. No problem. No problem. I'm good on MLMs. Thank you. Anyways, the other thing that you can do when you're researching any company is to look up Glassdoor or Indeed, and you can look up the reviews both on what it's like to be a distributor, but also if you're looking to work for the company, if you live in that local area, it'll give you different reviews and from different perspectives, whether you are a distributor or any of those things. I think that's kind of cool. I do encourage you to look up Indeed Pruvit reviews because it is quite fascinating to me. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Last but not least, let's talk about the income disclosure. So this is based off of 2020. Obviously, we're still in 2021. If you're listening to this or if you're watching this, anyways, forget I said that. But this is from 2020. The income statistics below are for all United States Pruvit Ventures promoters who were eligible to qualify for downline commissions in 2020. A promoter is defined as having paid the $49 annual promoter fee. So every single year you pay that. at some point from January 2020 through December 2020. The average annual income for a promoter in 2020 was $1,136.54. Okay. Hold please while I break out my calculator. $1,136.54 divided by 12 months is $94.71 per month. Let's break down how many hours they were spending. I mean, that doesn't cover SmartShip. That doesn't cover any of their stuff. $94.71. According to the Pruvit site, which again, this is also linked in the video description. This comes from their income disclosure. $94.71 is on average the average annual income for a promoter in 2020. The median annual income for all promoters in 2020 was $0. I'm going to read that again because that's crazy. The median annual income for all promoters in 2020 was $0. You guys, this is coming straight from Pruvit. 2.89% of all promoters did not continue with Pruvit after their first year. Out of approximately 36,325 promoters that signed up as U.S. promoters since the beginning of 2020, approximately 35,276 were still active at the end of the year. Active meaning they paid the $49 and were still around. I need to verify that, but let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. I think that speaks volumes. In the link that I've provided in the video description, that is the income disclosure. You can look at the different ranks. I was a rank 6, in case you're curious. I was a rank 6, and you can see. I mean, man, it's just crazy. Anyways, I hope that this is a valuable resource. Please do not send hate to anybody that is involved in Pruvit. Please do not send hate to anybody involved in an MLM. That is not how we get down here. That is not what we are here to do. And again, the intention of this video was to just provide a resource. If you or somebody you know is looking at joining Pruvit, please send them to my channel. Please have them watch this. Please have them watch the video of why I left Pruvit. This is meant to show people a big picture. Because a lot of times in any MLM, what happens is somebody that speaks out and says, hey, this is my experience. They're labeled as a hater. They're labeled as somebody that is negative. And you know what? Last time I checked, anytime you were looking to do business with anybody, you typically ask for referrals. You typically look at the pros and cons. You typically research the company. And essentially, that's what we're doing here. That was the whole purpose of this video. So if you got value out of this video, I would love, why did I just say that? I'm sorry, that was a past MLM glitch. If you loved this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing and turning the little bell notification on so that you don't miss a video. I can't believe I glitched that hard. Oh my God. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the love and all the messages. Keep them coming. I love hearing from you guys. My name is Erin Bies, and I will see you on the next video.